And here we go once again, fight fans. 3 rounds, this in the featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. His background is in Dinky Ninjutsu. At 5 feet 10 inches tall, he weighed in officially 145 3/4 pounds. As a professional in 11 bouts, he has 6 victories and 5 defeats. Fighting out of Glasgow, Scotland, here is Wolver Dean Reilly. And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He's a striker, sitting 5 feet 11 inches tall. Official weight 145 1/4 pounds. As a professional, he is perfect in the cage with 5 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Letterkenny, Ireland, here is the undefeated Tommy the Ghost McCafferty. Referee in charge of the action is Peter Lavery.
Referee Peter Lavery about to get this one underway.
Back in, Tom.
3 5-minute rounds in the Cage Warriors featherweight division. Wolver Dean Reilly in the black with green trim. Tommy McCafferty in the white, sporting the Irish flag. And we are underway.
We could see a really interesting battle on the feet here. Both guys very competent strikers. Of course, all the guys at the Grip House alongside Dean Reilly have a very proficient Thai boxing background.
In the corner of Dean Reilly asking for head movement already. And that's why some sharp punches coming his way from Tommy McCafferty.
It's a very open guard from McCafferty, encouraging the straight shots from Dean Reilly down the middle, who's got a much tighter guard.
Picking his shots well as the Irishman. Reilly coming back though with a couple of his own.
What I like is both guys are getting stuck in that pocket, and they're trying to hit the other as they're throwing and as they're withdrawing their own strikes. That's exactly what you've got to do.
Reilly landed a nice right in that exchange, followed it up with a jab. Tried to corkscrew that left hand through. And they're in the clinch now, trading punches.
Single collar tie for both of them. It's the body shots for Tommy McCafferty, trying to find the space for the elbow. Of course, that's a range that doesn't exist in a lot of traditional boxing.
It could be McCafferty has a slight nick on his head. I can see some blood, can't really see where it's coming from.
That inside kick is starting to mount up for Dean Reilly now.
Still looking sharp is McCafferty, keeping Reilly guessing with a varied striking output here.
McCafferty doing a good job of controlling the centre of the cage, just backing Reilly up every now and then. But you can see again, hands are low, really wide open.
Reilly dropped him! Reilly drops him with a short left hook. McCafferty's still in the fight though.
Yeah, knees went for a second there, and you can see immediately Reilly's got that clinch, looking for a dominant head position here.
Josh, the cut that we mentioned before is actually on the side of the head of Dean Reilly, just in front of the ear. Not going to cause too many problems in that position.
That could have been that early left hook that McCafferty landed, but right now it's Reilly pressing up against the cage. There's a very good purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Must have been a big confidence boost for Reilly, dropping his man like that. He wasn't winning the stand-up exchanges, but it only takes one. McCafferty coming back with a nice kick to the outside of the leg.
Yeah, it's a couple of times that kick has landed and Dean Reilly hasn't checked it. Third time, you can see he just tries to lean into it, but there's a lot of weight on that front foot, and there's the fourth.
Reilly smiling at his man.
I wonder if that's a cut or part of the damage to a cauliflower ear. I can't quite tell on the side of Reilly's head.
Nice head movement that time from Reilly to slip the punch. That's what his corner was calling for earlier in the fight. And McCafferty really going for that lead leg.
Yeah, he's just got to be careful that a counter straight right doesn't come his way, but that's 6 unanswered shots now for that leg. Doubled up the jab very nicely.
Oh, another right hand lands from Dean Reilly. That looked to just slightly wobble his man.
I mean, this has very much got the rhythm of a Thai boxing fight for most of it. Both guys standing, they're almost taking it in turns to throw, but then they're exchanging, you know, in the pocket a bit as well. It's really interesting dynamic here.
Reilly really finding a home for those punches.
Reilly with the cage control now. Going to the body was a good move.
But he's caught his man off balance a couple of times. And you've got to think he's maybe going to the body just to keep McCafferty guessing.
And you see immediately with that clinch, Reilly drew his hips forward. Now he's trying to get that head position right up under the chin of Tommy McCafferty.
Right in front of us here at the commentary position. Brad Wharton and Josh Palmer calling the action here at Cage Warriors 70.
Oh, and that's that range when those elbows become a bit of hassle as they trade in the pocket again.
Still stirred trading shots. No signs of slowing down as we enter the final 20 seconds of this first round. And Josh, if you look at this card from top to bottom, there's so many fights that scream fun. This is one of them, and it's certainly delivered so far.
Yeah, we thought this might be a good striking exchange, and that is exactly what it's turned out to be.
Spinning attacks from Reilly to finish off that first round.
And a smile.
And this one has got value for money written all over it.
Yeah, both guys sporting a few war wounds to the face there. Let's have a look at some of the replays from that round and what was a cornucopia of striking from both men.
We're going to take a look at some of the action here. Nice shots to the body, punches from McCafferty and knee from Wolverine. And there was that beautiful left that dropped him.
Yeah, the low hands not helping Tommy McCafferty there. He's got a very interesting guard style. He's always trying to parry shots and encourage the straight shot and the counter. But those leg kicks were building up. And that really could start to be a concern for Dean Reilly as we go later on in the round.
Wobbled his man again with the right hand that time.
10 seconds, clear the cage!
Gotta be honest, I lost track of who landed the more decisive strikes in that round. Hope our judges were paying attention.
Referee Peter Lavery about to get this second round underway.
Fight.
Touch of gloves. And these two are picking up right where they left off in the first round, Josh. Center of the cage, in the pocket, trading strikes. And that's the exact same combination that Reilly dropped his man with in the first round. Caught the kick, went to the body with the right, went to their head with the left.
Again, he turns Reilly's hip with that kick.
Nice head movement as well from Reilly there.
And it's nice to see Reilly trying to remind himself that a bit more lateral movement could be useful. Both of them were standing a little bit square and linearly in that first round.
And there's a fair bit of discoloration on the outside of that lead leg of Dean Reilly. Like, oh, there's a huge right hand! This could be it. Peter Lavery taking a close look at this. Oh! Absolutely unbelievable knockout from Tommy McCafferty. An absolute peach of a right hand. Dean Reilly.
Yeah, he's not happy about that stoppage. I mean, let's see if we can look it back, but it was a peach of a punch from Tommy McCafferty that did the damage there, and he remains undefeated.
Let's take a look back now at some of the action, and we'll hopefully get a good look at the finish. It was a peach of a right hand. Reilly looked out there. Looks like he came to. Really wasn't defending the shots there, Josh.
Perhaps a bit of a quick stoppage. I mean, that was a lovely step where he stepped forward with the left and he threw the right, where you'd normally expect the jab.
Those
he
last
threw the
couple
right
of
cross.
punches didn't really land clean either, Josh, so...
Yeah, I mean, the knockdown was stunning. Let's have a look at the finish. Oh, I think maybe a little bit quick from Peter Lavery there.
I can certainly see why Dean Reilly is frustrated. Reilly's still looking a little bit unsteady on his feet, perhaps. But credit where credit is due to Tommy McCafferty.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Dropped himself in the first round, came back to drop his man in the second, and really jumped on it. Really didn't give Dean Reilly an inch.
That switch step and that change of pace is a really underrated technique.
We're going to throw this one to Joe Martinez in the cage for the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at the official time of 56 seconds, round number 2. Your winner by TKO victory in his Cage Warrior debut, Tommy the Ghost McCafferty!
Big win for Tommy McCafferty. He's with Josh Palmer.